Hi, thanks for watching. I'm Sarah. I'm a certified yoga teacher with over 20 years of experience. In this video, I want to talk to you about yoga beyond the yoga poses. You see, yoga is actually a system to spiritual awakening. And according to Pantajali, there's 8 limbs. The first is what he calls the yamas. And these are principles to live by in your life, in your behavior towards others. So do not cause any harm. Be truthful. Do not be greedy. Live in a sacred way in moderation and things like that. Then there's the niyamas, and those are principles towards yourself. So practice purity of thoughts, what you watch on TV, the books that you read, purity of your body, what you eat, and then things such as contentment, being happy where you are. Also having a burning desire to awaken, to improve spiritually. Doing self-study, so learning how you function and the things about yourself that you need to improve, and also learning from sacred books and scriptures. And last but not least, surrender to a power greater than yourself. Divine power that gives you life, really allowing yourself to live your life in a sacred way. And so he says, okay, well, that's the first step, the yamas and the niyamas. In addition to living this way, in a righteous way, you need to practice asana, which is the yoga poses that you see all day, every day, everywhere on Instagram and Facebook, and people getting into these challenging positions. And that's necessary because it helps you to cleanse the body, and it also helps you to create mental stability and clarity. And then beyond the yoga poses, we need to practice breathing techniques. We call them pranayama. And these are different exercises that kind of help you to calm your nervous system, really focus your mind. As a matter of fact, pranayama is really just a technique to help you concentrate. That's one of the main goals of pranayama. And so you do these breathing techniques and you basically tell the mind, okay, stop running away to the past and to the future, stay here, present and connected to the breath. And so we modify the breath in many different ways to help the mind focus. So we have the yamas, ways that we behave towards others, niyamas, ways that we behave towards ourselves, asana, which is the yoga poses, pranayama, which are the breathing techniques, and then there's something that's called pratyahara, which means control of the senses. So you will still smell and taste and hear, but you don't get drawn by your senses anymore. You don't see a shiny car and decide that you're gonna have to go buy it right away. You don't just go to the refrigerator, open the door, have a craving for sugar and go right into it. You see your senses, you see the craving, and then you have enough mastery to say, okay, is this the right decision? Is this action going to get me good results or negative results? So that's pratyahara, not letting your system be controlled by the senses, but becoming the master of your cravings and desires. And then after that comes concentration. So can you stay focused on something? And focus comes in many ways. I mean, a lot of people are really good at focusing externally. Maybe they have the ability to really read and comprehend, texts and research and all sorts of external things. And that's a wonderful skill to have, but can you take that concentration muscle, let's call it, and apply it towards yourself? can you concentrate and go within and realize your true nature, the truth of who you are, the part of yourself that gives your body life. And so that's the main focus of concentration. That's what the main focus of concentration should be. So can you first control your breath, then control your senses, so that you can get the mind to focus on whatever you want the mind to focus on, instead of just the mind going around focusing on the next shiny thing. And then if you can do that, then you can find a state of meditation. You see, actually meditation is not something that can be taught or learned. All that we can do is create an environment where meditation is possible. And so if you live your life according to the 5 principles of the yamas, and you treat yourself according to the 5 principles of the niyamas, and then you keep your body healthy and flexible and strong and clean through the practice of yoga poses, and then you learn to control your breath, which actually helps to control your emotional stability, and then you learn to master your senses and not get drawn by the next shiny worldly thing that you see, then you have a chance of actually experiencing a state of meditation. First, you have to concentrate, get the mind to focus, and then meditation happens. And then after meditation, if you could actually sustain that state of no thought, then you can get a real glimpse for your true nature. And eventually, maybe not in this lifetime, but maybe many lifetimes from now, if you keep practicing all of these principles again and again, you become what the yoga books call enlightened, which is a state where you realize that we are all one and everything is connected, and it brings you a sense of incredible peace. Some people might experience that on a temporary basis but are unable to sustain it. That state in the yoga text, it's called samadhi, and it just means complete surrender of your perceived ego-based self into this expanded state of awareness and the realization of the truth of who you are. So this video is here to just spark your curiosity of yoga beyond the yoga poses. If you want to learn more about it, please visit my website, sarayogaandwellness.com. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.